All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At 24. Mark 54. Mark 54.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
What's that? 19. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Oh, you got deep? Watch your ship. Watch your ship. Hey, 59. Mike 59.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, 31. Watch the shot. 59. Check 25. 26.
Watson going to throw again. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Watson looks to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready!
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, this is McCaffrey. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, 20. Check. Bang, bang. 20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hogan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's a party now. Big air. Check. Gun.
From the red zone now, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 18. After the interception, here's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their 2nd-year punter, Trevor Daniel, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Look at it. It's our field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Zach Cunningham. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a 1st down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Watch the slant. Man left, man left. Five count. Stand up in. 20.
Running it here, Artis Payne. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cameron Artis Payne taking it in. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. McCaffrey, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw again. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Here we go. Sit. 59. Hey, 59. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey, 55. Got to do better.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the 50, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Artis Payne. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Panthers 10, Texans 7. Graham Gano set to kick.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Watson steps away to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try to put points on the board.
And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
Here it comes. Great. 41's coming. 41's the money. All day.
On first down, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17. Texans 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
He's checking crowd.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got three. 3 down.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Gun.
50 wants the mic.
Hey!
50 wants the mic.
You don't want this.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Let's put him on.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. A beautiful fake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Pick it up.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you, boy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready.
Watch one.
Check 8.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Newton now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Newton being chased out left. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Now a first down throw. Watson trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is McCaffrey on the give. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Back now in Houston. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's it. Screen.
Watch the screen. Kill.
49.
49.
Here's Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Great.
Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here you go. Bring it in.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 180. Right there in the middle. 55.
Here we go. Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
Newton completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
21 yards. First down, Carolina.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Motion. Reset. Mike 41.
Throwing here, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Reset. 19.
Right there. 54 Mike. Silver.
And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Reset. 19.
Check. Watch 54. Blue Dan.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I got him.
And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Miller. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Panthers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.